gonna make so much money selling a digital product in the next couple of days that you're gonna think this video is fake. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna be putting my heart and soul into smashing every single YouTube record there is about making money in the shortest amount of time. But what's the motive for this? Is it just to film a YouTube video? Well, actually, there is a bigger factor in play here. You see, this is not one of my normal videos. For the first time, pretty much ever, I actually thought about a comment I got, and it made me a little irritated. You see, in my last video, this user accused me of faking the video, and I get a couple comments here and there saying that because that's just the name of the game when posting a YouTube video. But for some reason, this comment really ticked me off. You see, I spend a lot of time making these YouTube videos instead of working on my other businesses, because I generally just like posting YouTube videos and I make them for free. So it really ticked me off when I saw this comment for some reason, and it just got in my head. So I'm gonna set a goal for this video, and the goal is to make $1,000 in profit over the next couple of days selling the product. I'm so locked in that if I don't make $1,000 in profit over the next couple of days, I am literally gonna give away $1,000 in my Discord for free. But if I do make the $1,000, I will give away $250 instead. So go join my Discord. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime. And hopefully you learned something valuable from this YouTube video. So without further ado, let's get to it. I originally used to sell digital products on a service called Gumroad. This is what Gumroad is. It basically is a platform you can list your own digital products on. For an example, this is a digital product I built on Gumroad. So this is a vegan e-cookbook. So you can learn a bunch of recipes for plant-based stuff in there. You can see that there is a description, reviews, you can buy it. And I use this cookbook digital product in a lot of my challenge videos and how to do videos. I made a lot of sales, which is good, and a lot of money. But if I'm gonna hit this $1,000 of profit in the next couple of days, I gotta level up my game a whole lot. Gumroad is good and all, but at the end of the day, Gumroad takes 10% fees from whatever you make. So that's not gonna cut it with me. I'm saying bye to Gumroad, and I'm switching to a new platform that I like. I'm switching to a platform called System.io. I've used it many times in the past, and I am no way, shape, or form sponsored or paid by this company to use this in this video. I generally just really like the software. But if you do want to use it, I do have a referral link down below that will give me like a little commission. I'm switching because it has a lot more features on it, and one of the biggest things is its pricing. I think I pay the $27 a month version, so $27 a month versus paying 10% whatever you make. I'm going with the 27 every month, and I like the platform a lot more. So this is what it looks like in my dashboard. As you can see, we got nothing going on because we haven't started selling yet, but this is where the leads will be, the sales will be, and you can see a bunch of live updates over there. This video is obviously not going to be a tutorial on the whole System.io. I'm just going to show you how I make my digital product. But first, we have to get a digital product. Now, maybe you'll learn something out of this, but this is how I find winning digital products, hopefully. Let me explain this in one simple way. I go on TikTok, I go on Pinterest, I go on Instagram, and I scroll and scroll and scroll till I find accounts that do something called compilations. They put clips together. I click on that account and I see if they're selling a digital product. If it's a bigger account and I can track the volume on how many views they're looking at the page, I go ahead and I'm gonna take that into consideration. So I found this guy randomly on TikTok, so shout out to him, but he makes videos on, I think, how to resell a bunch of products. And as you can see here in his bio, he has a link. So we're gonna click on the link and you can see there's a ton of digital products here. He's more in the personal brand, so he does have his face on camera, which is a little different. But as an example, if you click on his link, you could buy a bunch of different things. So these are considered digital products. Not all of them, but for example, this one, all supplies bundle plus reselling guide, that one's $50. That's a digital product. So I can take these into consideration. Number two is I use a spy tool. So what a spy tool is it's a software that spies on advertisements. So my whole strategy is to find a TikTok account, look at the digital product they're selling, search up that type of digital product in Pippi ads, and go look at a bunch of advertisements if I can find any. So let's type in what we saw on that one guy's TikTok resale guide, and I'll kind of look for digital products in there. And there we go, 877,000 impressions. This is the advertisement. It looks like you have the best AirPods vendor. So basically what they're saying, they have a vendor that sends them AirPods for cheap and then they resell it, inciting that, hey, I can get you a vendor to the people watching the advertisement. So it did 900,000 impressions over 46 days. It estimates that it did 71 to 658 orders, and this person spent about $2,000 to $8,000 on the ad. So as you can tell, this tool is super powerful. I use Pippi ads. If you don't want to use it, I also have a referral link in the description down below. And yeah, this is what I use, my two-step process for finding successful, hopefully successful digital products. So let me show you what digital product I ended up pursuing. Baba Booey, this is it. Now you may be wondering, London, what is this digital product? Well, this is a vegan macro tracker. Let me explain. You see, I saw this TikTok page promoting a calorie tracker for vegans. Their whole idea was to pitch around the fact that don't use your standard calorie tracker on your phone. Get a vegan calorie tracker and use our AI to do so. So my idea was, what if I combine ChatGPT, which is free, and my prompts, which they'll have to pay a one-time payment to use it forever, because normally a calorie tracker you have to pay every single month for it. So my idea behind it is you only have to pay one payment and that's it. So these are some mock-ups, and I simply went on ChatGPT and told it what I wanted it to do and what product I was looking for. I'm like, hey, make some mock-ups, make an iPad, make a nice little sign here, make it look like that we're chatting on the AI, and that's what it did. So I used a whole lot of ChatGPT, as you can see here, a whole lot of ChatGPT to make a site. So we're not going to go through all of system.io, but I'm going to go through what you probably should know for the rest of the video. So over here, there's a bunch of things we can look at. Now, what I'm going to try first in this video, hopefully successful. If not, I have a plan B. Well, what I'm going to try first is the sales funnel. What a sales funnel is it's a multiple paged website. So you land on a page, you click or input some information, brings you to another page, you click, input information, brings you to another page. It's just a layered website. So on system.io, what I do is go up to websites, press sales funnels. You can see I have a bunch here, and then I'll press create, and in the create I can put the name of it. So we'll do like test, and we can sell a product or a service, which is very nice. We'll press save, and then we can go into that, and then you have all these pages. Now it may look a little complicated, and that's because it is a little complicated. In the beginning, I watched a YouTube tutorial, got familiar with it, and started using it. So you see there's a bunch of templates here, and this is called a order form. If you don't know what that is, a order form, basically it can share information on the product, but it also has the checkout, so all your information that you're gonna have to put down. And this is the one I'm gonna select, so I'm gonna select to this one, and a bunch of this stuff will come up. Now on system.io, it's a little different than Gumroad. As I said, it's a little more complicated at the beginning, so I'm not doing any affiliate commission. So if you did want to have affiliates, you could go through there. People can promote your product, which is cool. You put the name of the thing, the URL path, and then obviously this is where we get to the juicy fun stuff. You put the digital product plans. Obviously I already made this, and I'll show you guys in a bit, and it'll have all this stuff down here. But let's say we were making something new, so you press this plus right up here, press that, and then digital product name, I would call this the McNugget Flugget. That's a mental therapy session where you can really breathe throughout your nose. Very clinically proven. Resources, we'll press plus here, and then you'll add a tag here, and I'll kind of show you guys this quickly. So basically, to make sure you're tracking everything correctly, you'll go to tags, add a tag. How do you add a tag? You go up to, I believe, right in here. So you go to CRM, go to tags, press open new, and as you can see, we haven't made any money yet. So you'll press create and then do a tag, blah blah blah. Save the tag, go back here, and then it'll be right in there. Then we'll get to price plans, which we'll press plus. We're gonna go with the one-time payment. You could do subscription or payment plan as well. We're just gonna press the one-time payment, and then we're gonna do create a new one. So the name will do McNugget. So when they purchase this, they'll get this bank statement. So it'll say McNugget Man on the transaction on their bank account. This is important so they know what they're buying and they don't do like a refund chargeback on the product. Payment amount, let's just say, you know, $20,000. This is a high quality product, of course, and we'll press save. Then when you do that, you can go into edit the page, and you can go into editing. There's a lot of things you can do to edit. Again, this is not like a full guide on how to use this software. I'm just using it for this video and for my digital product business, which we'll talk about later. But this is the progress of the site. So that took me about 45 minutes throughout today, and it's all complete. But before I show you the whole site, we have to do a couple things here on the page. So on the URL path, I'm going to change that. That's going to be the domain, kind of what people are already looking at. I already connected a domain to my account. I'm just going to put the subdomain here. I'm going to put vegan AI. So that will be our URL. No affiliate commissions, no sales limits, and we're good to go. So let's click on the product here and let's see what we got. So this is the mobile view. By no means is this perfect. By no means is this the best site in the world. I think it will work for what we need. So here we go. We have the macro tracker. I need to fix that text a little bit, which I'll do later. I'm lazy right now. We'll do no monthly subscription on the top. Looks nice. The price there, which I got to change a little bit. It's kind of hard to read. Then we have a nice image there. Let AI plan your vegan meals like a pro. I'll have to change that little lettering right there to have it more spaced out. Then we have a nice look on what it would look like. Again, nicely there. We'll change the text a little bit. I'll do that a little later. And this looks good. One-time payment, lifetime access, which I really wanted to kind of prioritize on. Basically saying, hey, you don't have to pay a monthly subscription. You don't have to spend like hundreds of dollars a year to track your macros, track your weight, blah, blah, blah. You could get it for a one-time purchase. You don't have to pay again. So that's cool. We have buy now. We also have our happy customers, Jordan Lee, Sarah, Malik. These are people that are obviously real. They're obviously real people that love their product. Now, what happens when somebody buys the product? We have to talk about this. So when somebody actually buys the product, we have to give them the product. We have to build a new layer, and we call that the thank you page or the download page. So right here, you can see the thank you page. We'll go over to the thank you page. We'll do a simple thank you page. Let's see which ones will work. We'll go through here. Honestly, this doesn't fit our theme whatsoever, but I'm going to do it anyways. So I'm going to press edit page. For the button here, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to do download now. When the button is pressed on, this thing will come up right here, and it will do download file. So basically, I'm going to upload the file, the PDF that I have that has all the prompts, and then people can buy. There's one big thing I wanted to mention too, and this is super important. So we're going to go to emails, and then we're going to go to campaigns, and we're going to make a new campaign, and I'll explain what this is for in a bit, but we'll call this vegan AI. Select our email address, so I'll send it from this. We don't need a description. We'll save that. Go into vegan AI, and what this is we're going to create a automation. I'll explain it a bit. Maybe it's a bit confusing. We'll do this. We'll press save, and then we go into this email editor. Now this is the email. So why do we do an email? Well, sometimes people forget to download their book or they lose it, so we want to send them a confirmation email when somebody buys so they never lose it. So we'll do download here, and we're going to copy on our thank you page the URL path. So we'll click that, and we're going to highlight this, press this little link thing, and copy the URL. Why? Because when somebody presses that now, a customer, it goes straight to the thank you for purchase page, and then they can download. I'm going to change that URL, obviously, because you watching the video could download it, but I don't want you to. Then when we do that, I'll press activate, and we could just press activate. We don't have to do anything. Now to tie it all together, we're going to go back over to our sales funnel, go to order form, and go to automation rules, add the rule, and we're going to make a trigger. So when we get a new sale from a new customer, we're going to enroll that customer into a campaign, and then we're going to press our vegan AI, so it all comes together. Now we're going to save the rule, and boom. So basically, when a new sale occurs, that customer is going to go to the thank you page, which they can download it there, and they're going to get sent a confirmation email, so they'll never lose that download page again. We're finally finished. I'm going to do a test order to see if it goes through. So I just purchased the product right there, and then I went exactly to the download page, and then I can download the PDF file. So on our sales funnel, if we go back to dashboard, we should see a new sale. Maybe give it a second. It'll probably load into here, and there we go. $24.99, and you can see we got it right here, and we're subscribed to the order form. Now, this is a good point to bring up. Why did I price the product at $24.99? Well, the digital product I looked at was $40, so it's $15 less. And I mean, I just think it will sell. I mean, my site is not as good as the competitor that I'm going after, so that's why I lowered the price a lot. But I think it could sell, definitely. Yeah, we gotta sell, man, or else it's a failure. And boom, we got a new email right here. It just came in. Thanks for your purchase, from Katie, from that email we set up. Thanks for your order. You can download here, and then they'll take you right to the page. So that looks perfect. Our digital product is done. I am hyped. I am gonna throw a little twist on the challenge. I'm actually gonna start this with $0. I'm not gonna spend a dime on marketing because I can't. I have to start with $0. Now, I want to market through ads, through TikTok ads. That's my main priority, but I don't have money to do that. So how are we going to get the money? We're going to do organic first. I know you're saying, London, organic, how are you going to do that in such a short time frame? That takes a long time. I know, but I'm gonna use a Pinterest account that I have that has 1 million monthly viewers. This Pinterest account right here that has 963,000 monthly viewers, unfortunately it went down, but it's a pretty good Pinterest account and makes sales every single month. As you can tell, it gets good views, and the biggest thing, it gets sales. I'm currently promoting the last digital product I have here on it, which kind of sucks now because everybody's doing the same thing. So I'm gonna replace it with the one I just made, and hopefully over the next day we can get like 1 to 2 sales, and then I can get like 20 to maybe 50 bucks to use to do ads. So is this considered cheating because I'm using already an account that I spent 7 months to build up? No, it's not considered cheating. It's called being smart. I'm gonna go to edit profile, and I have to just reload that a couple times, and then we can go into the website, replace that with our new URL, and press save. And now we are done. If you're wondering what the actual digital product looks like what you'll get inside the PDF, this is what it looks like. It's just a bunch of prompts. It actually helps, and it's good for the price, I think. So I think people will be happy. So I'll see you guys. Welcome back, everybody. It's been about 20 hours later, and I'm recording this next segment so soon because I have some good news. So on my Pinterest page every day, I normally get around 30 to 40 clicks on my link in bio, and because of that, you could see that we got a sale. So on the right here, we got a sale for $24.99, our first one of the video. These other sales down here are test sales, so they're not actually sales. The only sale we got was one for $24.99, and we can go on our sales funnel, go to our vegan AI, and then go to our stats, and we can see we got 29 link clicks over the last about 20 hours. I would say probably 5 to 6 to maybe 7 of those were myself. So we probably got around 20 organic people to click, and we got one legitimate order that came from a customer from Pinterest. So that was probably about a 4 to 5% conversion rate, which is great. I don't expect that to keep up. Normally you do not get that high of a conversion rating. So I expect that to maybe go down, but the main point is that we now have $25 in our bank account to spend on the video. Remember, we started from $0, and we need to build this capital up here to have enough to advertise on TikTok and Pinterest ads. Hello everybody, it is day number 2 long. It's day number 5. Today is May 12th. As you can see, it is a Monday, and we left off on May 8th. We are not on schedule. So on our product page here, the vegan macro tracker, we left off on May 8th. We got one sale. Remember, one of these were a test sale. We got one sale, and we made $25. Now, if we go to May 12th from May 8th, we could see that we made one more sale. And on our dashboard here, you can see that we made sales in the right over here. This was $85. And I am really disappointed. To explain this, on our Pinterest page, we now have 890,000 monthly viewers, which is a lot less. And I believe the reason is because my last video, I posted a Pinterest video based on this account, and I wasn't expecting almost like 100 people to carbon copy exactly what I was doing, like same name, same logo, same videos, same captions, same everything. And if you are thinking of doing that, or if you've done that, copying exactly what I do, don't do that. It's not going to work out the way you think it's going to work out. I make these videos to give you value and knowledge and information, and to expand, keyword expand, on the ideas or business that I'm doing in the video, not exactly copy it. If you exactly copy it, there's going to be 100 to 200 to 300 other people that are doing the same thing, and you're going to have to compete with them. So do not do that. Just expand on the idea. And because of that, this account is going like downhill really fast. It's dying off really bad, and I just did not expect that. So that's why on our page we see that we've done pretty dang bad. So how are we gonna fix this? Well, since we got another sale, we do have $50 in our budget bank account for advertising, where we're gonna make the real money. Now, $50 is not the optimal starting budget for advertising a brand new product. But since I'm very knowledgeable in the marketing space and the digital products, I've done this somewhat same product a bunch of times, I think I can make it work. I just think it's gonna take a little bit longer. Since we have $50 though, we're gonna have to change up a lot of the strategy, and I'm actually gonna go with a brand new product. That's because, as you can see here, we literally got basically a 1% conversion rate, and that should not be happening. I was hoping for a 5 to 4% conversion rate. A quick insight on marketing: we use a very important metric called ROAS. So that's ROAS, ROAS. That stands for return on ad spend. So for example, if I spend $100 on Pinterest ads and I get $200 in revenue back, that's a 2 ROAS. Anything over 1 means your ad was profitable. So I was expecting about a 1.3 ROAS for this product, and I actually don't think we're even gonna get a 1, so I have to change this product out. So over the last couple of hours, I went on Pippi Ads and I started researching a bunch of things, and I found this. So I was searching for vegan digital products, plant-based digital products, and I stumbled across this. And what this is, it's a natural herb book. So plant medicine, not pharma. So for example, if like my shoulder was hurting because I'm carrying a microphone that is more than my body weight, I would put together like seaweed, apple juice, and ginger, put it all together, mix it up, and then slap it on there, and that could produce some healing abilities. Like, and this is true as well. This stuff actually works. Maybe not all of it, but there is definitely some things that work from people I've actually talked to. But anyway, it's just a book on how to make the recipes and find these things. So I was scrolling through these advertisements, which they're different advertisers here. They're all advertising pretty much the same book. And I looked on the pages. So for example, this is a different advertiser compared to this person, but they're all advertising the same thing. So if I go to the final link destination, it pulls up this page, and I'm like, why does everybody advertise this one single page? And I scroll down, and that's because if I scroll all the way down, this is produced by Digistore. That's an affiliate marketing platform. It's sort of like ClickBank. So there's this offer out there that you can make money on affiliate marketing. Now, if I were somewhat smart, I would probably run the ad to this depending on how much commission I would get, but I'm gonna kind of reconfigure my whole product and page to sort of look like this. Just for extra information, if you're wondering why I have to promote a plant-based or vegan product, that's because on my Pinterest page, I mean, it's about veganism, plant-basedness, and I can use my target audience. So this is my audience insights, which everybody will have on their Pinterest page or TikTok or Instagram. And this shows you a bunch of different demographics, which I'm not going to go through, but I can export this and create a campaign around it, which can be extremely profitable. And I have not done it yet with this account, so I'm very excited to try that. So what I ended up doing is I went over to my sales funnel and I made a new sales funnel, and I kind of started on it somewhat. Like if we go to the mobile page, you can see it looks like this, and I just added this stuff. I still have to replace all this, but I'm using the same concept, the same template. Okay, pause the video. I need to quickly tell you something. My name is London Nugs from the future. Hello there, fellow bean. Ka-chow. So basically, this is the site that I showed you that I made. Now I ended up realizing that it's honestly not that great and pretty bad. So I ended up copying this site that I showed you as well. Now I didn't use this lady's personal image or her background, but I copied pretty much almost everything else on it and paraphrased and stuff like that. It's just a way better site, to be honest, and you guys will see how much money we we ended up making from it. And I'm not going to show you the literal exact site I made because I am continuing to make money with it even after this video is being edited. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. It's not like this is a horrible site or anything, it's just not great and it won't yield you the results I got. So I am going to spend probably around $30 on the test advertisement for today. Hopefully we can at least get one sale from that because I'm selling this for $28. So maybe we can break even or a little under break even, and then I can adjust my ad and hopefully make it profitable. It is extremely hard to start with a $50 budget, but considering that my Pinterest page has all this insights, that should definitely be a jump start and I should be able to be profitable with $50. If not, I guess the product just sucks, which it shouldn't. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can be profitable. A new day has arrived and it is May 14th and I'm ready to show you guys how we did on the first day of advertising. Trust me, I'll change up the scenery. I know it looks like I'm stuck in a dungeon in my room, but we need to check on our Pinterest. So our Pinterest organic account is going really bad, but we're not here for that. We're here for the ad we posted that finally got approved and spent money. So as you can see here, $26 to spend in 241 clicks. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what you should be looking at because we got a CPC of 11 cents. So we did something called a pin ad. So the advertisement shows up as one of our pins and 241 people clicked on that. And then there's a link that goes to our website, which is our herbal website. And that was 230 clicks. So that means 230 people out of the 240 people that clicked on the pin ended up going to our website. That may sound really confusing, but all you need to take from that information is that we killed it. CTR was 2.4%, and you could check a bunch of other stuff. Daily budget was $30, and it took a whole day to get approved and start running. What did this equate to? Because spending $26, and if we got 11 cents CPC, we had to get some crazy sales, right? Well, that's not really the case. Going over to our dashboard, you could tell that we're kind of stuck on $113 worth of sales. We ended up getting only one new sale. We should have got multiple sales. So as you can tell, this new contact subscribed to our order form, but they never actually purchased the product, and that's because a payment issue has occurred. So going over to our sales funnel, and going over to this sales funnel here, we can go to our stats. You can see we got 178 people on our website and we only got one person to purchase. And here's the thing, this comes down to a payment issue because we had a lot of people actually wanting to buy the product, but our Stripe, which is the payment processor that we're using just for this, declined a bunch of those payments. Let me show you. So a lot of this stuff is going to be blurred out because it's a lot of personal information, but Stripe is like the payment processor for the business that we're using, and I'm using just in this video. So as you can see, here's a bunch of successful payments from orders we got, and this one says blocked. If we go into this one, it's just saying blocked. Basically it's saying that this is a attempt of fraud, and I actually got a couple of these which really sucks. But don't worry, I found out the issue. So basically, long story short, that Stripe account was attached to one of my old businesses, and that business was very strict on who could buy the product. So basically, it lit up whenever there was this tiny bit of fraud detection. So now I made a new rule that said if you detect a little bit, it's okay, let it slide. It's only if you detect a lot, please shut it down. So that's what I added in there. If you didn't understand any of that, don't worry, I had no idea what I was even looking at for the first 3 hours, so you don't gotta blame yourself either. Now, the main important thing is that we can actually accept payments from customers, so we don't have to worry about these payments being blocked. But anyway, now going forward on what our strategy should be, we spent $26, we made back 28, so that's a beautiful profit of like $1.20. Amazing, love to see it. But tomorrow, and actually for the rest of the day, I'm gonna scale this ad to the living moon. So we spent $26. I'm extremely confident in the numbers that I'm seeing, so I'm gonna put this at like $150 to $200, maybe even $300 budget for tomorrow, and let this thing just spend out of its mind. All right, so that's the plan for tomorrow, and hopefully I see you guys in a new scenery, not in this pizza udon noodle smelling joint I'm in right now. Yeah, it stinks in here, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially day number 8 of the challenge and day number 2 of marketing our product. So So remember yesterday when I said I was going to spend maybe $100 or $200 today on marketing? Yeah, well, I kind of forgot. We don't have that much money. We had to start from $0. So I just remembered today before my ads started running that we only ended off with like $52 in our marketing bank account. So I only was able to spend $50 today. So we broke even yesterday, right? We spent $26 in advertising. We got back one sale for $28. What happened today on $50? Matter of fact, $48 of actual ad spend on Pinterest ads. Well, we got 310 pin clicks, which equated to 296 outbound clicks to our product page, which left us off at a 17 cents CPC, meaning we paid 17 cents per one person to come to our product page. And those are what I call fantastic metrics. You can't ask much more than that. Unless you got like a 5 cent CPC, then we would be making so much money I could use my money as toilet paper and firewood to keep me cozy. But you know, at that point, what's life anyways? And on system.io, you could see May 15th, we got 4 new sales for $112 in total sales. That's what I call a lot of money and a baba booey. Also, quick note, yesterday, you guys only saw that we got one sale, but an hour after I recorded, we got another sale, as you can see right there. So things are on the up. So for the last 2 days, on May 14th and May 15th, we made a total of $168 in total sales. I love to see it. 6 sales in my bank account. Wabba dabba da. If we go to our sales funnels and then go on our natural remedy sales funnel, we can go to our stats page, I believe, right here. It's kind of hard to do on mobile, but you could see our stats. So going over to the dates, we'll go to today, May 15th, apply that puppy, and we got 276 viewers on our page and 4 people checked out, giving us a conversion rate of 1%, but that's okay. So we spent $48 on Pinterest ads and we got back $112 in total revenue. So our total profit for today will be a total of $64. Oh, $64 in total profit. That's what I'm talking about. And now my phone's broken. I'm not joking, it's actually broken. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the jump scare. It is officially Monday, May 19th, and I last left you off on day number 2, and today is day number 6. But let's take it back to day number 3 on May 16th. What happened? Well, we spent $84 in total advertising on Pinterest and got back 5 new sales for $140. We had over 170 people look at our site. 5 people decided to buy, which gave us a 3% conversion rate and $140 in revenue. So our total profit for the whole entire day was $56 in profit. And that is not good. I was aiming for $200 on profit and we couldn't get there. Why? Because we had some Stripe payment issues again. Do you remember when I told you about these stupid Stripe payment issues? They were blocking payments left and right because of stupid me attached the Stripe merchant account to an old business of mine. Well, yes, it came back to bite me in the butt because for the last 3 days I've been struggling with this stupid issue. So in the afternoon on day number 3, I actually had to pause the campaign because people were getting blocked left and right, and the people that wanted to buy my product couldn't. So we halted and I contacted Stripe and got everything back on track. And today, on day number 6, May 19th, we were able to generate over $250 in sales with $144 in ad spend. With 494 total people clicking on our site, 9 people decided to buy our product, which gave us a 2% conversion rate and $252 in revenue. So we made $108 in total profit on day number 6. That's what I'm talking about. Our first 3-digit day. So our new balance is around $300. now. That's not the most accurate number, but it's around $300, whatever this says. And that's how much money we have to spend on advertising. And I was doing a little thinking, right, over the last couple of days. And if I really want to make a lot of money, especially for this YouTube video, I have to implement something that's going to take a lot more time on my end to do. And that's something called upselling. So an upsell is something that you didn't plan on buying, but there was this pop-up and you're like, might as well, and threw it in your cart and decided to buy both of things. So for example, on our herbal remedy website, somebody wants to buy that book, right? So they're going to go purchase the book, but before they can check out, this pop-up will come up and say, hey, for only $50 you can get the whole video course, because it's a good fit for each other. So this is an example page I built, and this is what the upsell will kind of look like template wise. So you will add your product to cart, and then this will pop up and say, hey, buy the video course, we'll give it to you for half off, might as well buy it all together. So I'll show you what the actual one looks like once I finish it tonight, but that's the example. I'm thinking of doing two of them, one a video course, and you can get stuff PLR video courses. Like this is just a random site I just looked at today, and they have a bunch of them. Like these are all video courses that people made, and you can buy the rights to it and sell it. I'm probably gonna price it at maybe $50 to $60, and then a second one maybe like this diet planner. I don't know, I'll think about it tonight and update you guys tomorrow, but maybe that one for $20. Hopefully the goal is the average conversion we're getting. We can see here that our average cart value is $28, which is normal because we only have one product for $28. Nobody's gonna pay for two of them. Why would you pay two of them? It's a book. So we need to get that up, and to do that we need to have upsells. So that's the goal for now. Try to get this up to maybe like $80, maybe $90, maybe $60 average cart value. I don't know, just get it up so we can make a lot more money, because this is going way too slow. Also, I'm gonna try to spend like legit $300 tomorrow on advertising, because our CPC is killing it, our ad is killing it. I have actually been tweaking our ad a lot, literally the same ad. I'm not running multiple creatives. Why, when we have such a good CPC? And I have to be smart about it, because if I just continue doing one product, we're not gonna make as much money. So our ROAS right now is like barely 2, it's a little under 2, but doing these upsells, I think we could probably get it to maybe 3 to 4, which would be fantastic, especially for the video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, how you guys doing? What's up? I'm doing a POV today, so let me just show you what a day of operations look like. Excuse me for my big little microphone right here. I need to get a good quality like portable microphone. My other one sounds like I'm talking in a microwave. So basically, as you can see here, it's 12:57. You know, a lot of people like to wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. I woke up 45 minutes ago, so, you know, we're the exact opposite. Waking up at 5 a.m. sucks, man. Screw that. So going over to our Pinterest ads, you can see that today is May 20th, and we've spent $2.30 and only gotten 23 clicks, but we have a CPC of 10 cents, which is awesome. Whenever I wake up, I basically start the ads so I can monitor them throughout the day to make sure they're continuously profitable, especially today, because we're gonna spend a lot of money on ads today, probably about $250. So this $2 is probably gonna spend maybe $40 to $50 every single hour. The reason for this POV segment is to show you how our upsells are working today, but also to tell you if there's something you could do to potentially make your life better, your financial situation better, just overall anything better, and you know it could work or has the potential to work, go do it. Don't be lazy and wait. I waited to do the upsells like 2 weeks. And if I did it before, I would have been in a way better situation than I am right now in the challenge. So don't wait to do it, because even an 80 to 70% chance that it will improve whatever in your life is worth it. So go put the effort in and go do it. I'll show you what I mean right now. So this is our main dashboard. We're at $746. We just got our first sale. That's why I'm recording this. But if I go over to my sales funnel, my herbal remedies, and go to stats, and go over to the date, May 20th, you could see that with 22 people on our site, I mean like 4 of those were me, we have made $72, and that's only from one person. So they bought our original product for $27.99, and they did an upsell, so they bought the course as well, or the video version, for $44.99 because it goes together, the book and the video course. So that was $72 on one sale, and we were just making $27, and now we're basically making $72 a sale. That's the power of doing something that you know will probably work. Also, look at this amazing rice I made. This is beautiful cilantro rice with some lime in it. It may have just been a microwave packet, but pretend I made it on the stove. Also, join my free Discord server. It's free. I do giveaways, I do challenge things, I help talk to people in there. There's a good community. Don't worry, you don't gotta pay a dime. I'm not gonna upsell you on any product. Anyway, I'll see you guys later today. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge is over. It's over. It's been about 18 days, way too long, but I'm ready to end it. I'm ready to tell you our results. Today is currently, I don't know if you can read that, but it is May 22nd, so everything is processed, everything is done, everything is completed. So let's start where I last left off, and that was May 20th. We finally did the upsells, we got our first sale, and we ended up spending $184 on Pinterest ads. So going over to May 20th, we can see that we did pretty dang good. Finally, because I wasn't lazy, we did $476 in total sales, way more than we did the day before that. And you can see we got 387 people to go on our site. Only 9 people bought the original product, so the $28 ebook, and then 5 people decided to opt in and buy the video course with the ebook. So our average cart went from $27.99 to $52.98. So that's the power of upsells. I decided not to go with the second upsell or slash downsell. I just decided to do one. Yesterday, which was May 21st, I decided to bump the advertising to about $189, and then we got in return on May 21st $319 in total sales, so a little less than the previous day, but we got 275 page views, and 5 people decided to buy the product, and then 4 of those decided to buy the upsell. So our average cart value was $63, but yet we were like $150 short from the previous day. On May 20th, we made a total profit of $292, and on May 21st, we made a total profit of $130. So those 2 days alone was roughly $430 in total profit by just including the upsells and our now sales funnel. So why did May 21st sales almost cut in half from May 20th sales? Why did we go from almost $500 in revenue to basically $300 in revenue? Well, it's because our CPC is going up on our Pinterest ads, meaning our ad is getting seen again and again from the same viewer. So now it's time to make some new ads and new angles of the creative that I originally made so I can continuously advertise and make money. We started building off a brand new product and putting it on my organic Pinterest page, and we got 2 beautiful organic sales from that for $24.99 each, giving us a total of about $50 in revenue. We then had $50 in our bank account to use for advertising, but you know what? I told myself this product honestly is pretty trash and I'm gonna change it out. So I did some research, and 3 to 4 hours went by and I found a product that I'm pretty sure was gonna work, and it certainly did. We then built out a beautiful sales funnel for the new Herbal Remedies ebook. Then on May 14th, we started our advertising journey, and we spent, I think, $26 in advertisement, and we got back 2 sales for $55 in total revenue. Ba-boom. That sparked everything, ladies and gentlemen. I decided to put my full effort into making this thing grow because I knew it could when I saw our test do that. And it just kept going. We ended up going to May 15th and doing $112 in total revenue with about $56 in profit. And it just kept going and going. May 16th, we decided to go even farther, $140 in total revenue this time. But then things took a turn, because then on May 17th through 18th, I decided to shut it down. Nobody ever bought because our Stripe payment issue was really kicking my butt. But sometimes you have to face adversity, and we came back stronger and better than ever before, because May 19th, we decided to hit the noggin on the head with $251 in total revenue. Hit the noggin on the head or hit the head on the noggin? I have no idea. Then I decided, you know what, I'm not dumb, stupid, or lazy. I'm not, so why am I acting like it? Let me build an actual sales funnel. Let me add the key ingredient, and that is an upsell. So I did that, and I spent over $180 on advertising, and May 20th, We killed it, ladies and gentlemen. We did $476 in total revenue, bringing us to about $290 in profit. But it just kept getting better because we went again, and we did worse. All right, we did worse, but the point is that we made money, okay? So we spent, I believe, $677 in advertising on Pinterest, and then we did revenue-wise, May 14th and May 21st, $1,356, which was great. And I believe profit-wise, that left us off at $732 in total profit, and our ROI was 108% from our ad cost. That's what I'm talking about, and that was over 7 days. So hopefully you're satisfied with the results. I know I didn't make tens of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, but I'm very proud of myself. I think I improved every single day in this business model. And I mean, I'm realistic. If being realistic means you're making tens of thousands of dollars in your first week marketing, I guess I'm not that good. So I'll take it. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. And I will say this was definitely challenging, but I am incorporating the digital product business and my everyday business because it's very scalable and I really like it. So a lot more videos like this coming on the way. And if you want more challenges, like the video. Let's try to get this to 2,000 likes. And we made $1,000, guys, in revenue. I'll give away $250 in my Discord channel. Join, it's free. All right, see you guys later. Peace out. Thank you for watching the whole video. Because you watched the whole video, I'm gonna give you a chance to redeem this $50 Amazon gift card. You are welcome. Also, why in the editing process of making this video, I forgot to say one thing, and that is I see a lot of comments that say, hey, every single video you post on YouTube that's a challenge video, you pretty much succeed in. And that's because I do make a lot more videos, but I only post the ones I succeed in when it comes to a challenge video. So I'm not going to post one that I fail miserably at. Now, if you want to see those videos of me documenting them and doing different challenges where I do not succeed, if that would help you learn or whatever it may be, let me know in the comments down below. I will post them on my second channel. It could be educational as well. Okay, good luck, entrepreneurs. Adios, amigos.